Hey guys, Cody here with Kristen, and we are going to do our own new podcast. I think we're just going to call it Cody and Kristen's Top 3, and we're going to tell you about our top 3 favorite whatever we happen to pick that week.
Hell yeah, dude.
How's it going, Kristen?
Pretty good. How was your week? Well, I mean, it's only Wednesday. Normally we do this on a weekend or something, but...
Yeah. So, yeah, it's been short so far.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot going on.
Although it's nice outside.
Yeah, the snow is finally fucking melting, and that makes me so happy, and I hope it keeps doing that.
Yo, the roads kind of suck, though, because of all the water.
Yeah.
I definitely... like, all over the road on the way over.
Yeah, it looked slushy as fuck out there.
Yeah.
But anyway, for our first episode, we are going to do our top 3 favorite video games from our childhood. We're going to start from 3 and work our way down. Tell you guys a little bit about our favorite games. You want to start, Kristen?
Yeah, I'll start. So my third one is GTA Vice City.
Hell yeah.
Which I beat 5 times, but honestly, I don't remember any missions. Because when I was younger, like, what I mainly did is I'd play a little bit, and then I'd, like, be that kid that, like, followed the directions on the road. Like, when there was a stop sign, like, stoplight, I'd stop.
I was the opposite. I was like, so the first GTA I played, I never actually played Vice City that much. I think I rented it one time. So I played it for, like, a weekend.
Word,
and
yeah.
the first one, the one that I owned was 3, and
yeah,
I would literally break every time. I don't think I ever beat it because I was young. I don't fucking remember. I don't think I ever fucking beat it. I would just break into the military base and steal one of the big trucks and then just circle around the entire city with the fucking police chasing me.
I mean, that's what I do with 5 is I break in and then I steal the jets and then I blow up eventually and then. But with Vice City, that came out in 2002, which how old was I? 7, and I got it when it happened too. So I was 7.
You played that game when you were 7?
Yeah. And I was just killing people, but also following directions while driving. I stayed on the right fucking side. I would stop when it was so fun.
Like paying attention to the fucking stoplights and everything.
Yeah, I was like, it was like being able to drive at 7. So I was trying to be a good kid.
I tried doing that. I've tried doing that probably with every Grand Theft Auto game, and it does not last. Right away, I'm like, I'm not waiting for this fucking light.
No. But also, if you don't, then you normally fucking wreck. Especially on 5, because people are stupid as, like, even just the computer people are stupid on that game.
They turn right into you.
Yeah. But mainly why I like Vice City now, because I did download it on my PC, and I do play it now still, is the fucking soundtrack. Like, the 80s radio.
80s, yeah.
Oh, my God. Like, I wrote some of the songs that I actually love now still that are on my phone. The fucking, Out of Touch. By
don't know
Hall & Oates. Yes,
don't
you
know
do.
I'm sure I probably do, but it's definitely not ringing a bell right now.
And it made me love Michael Jackson at a young age because it has fucking Billie Jean.
I bet he loved that. Billie Jean's a great song.
And wanna be starting something. Yeah, that's on there too.
I don't know that song.
Really?
I mean, again, I probably do if I heard it, but it's not ringing any bells. I know Billie Jean. Billie Jean's a fucking great song.
Yeah. Well, they're all good, but anyway. And then I Ran So Far Away.
That song, I know.
Yup.
I actually remember that very specifically from the commercials. Like there's images in my head from the commercial while that song was playing. Like I want to get away while the dude was walking away with a baseball bat.
There's also Africa on there. That's not my favorite song, but I did love it then.
Toto.
Yep.
That's such a great song.
But that's the reason why I love it now. But there's so many glitches. Like I never realized while playing it, but now playing it on my PC, it's like, damn. Like the way graphics get better, it's like, why did I ever fucking like this game?
It was so blurry. If your car would
Boxy.
drive too fast.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was on discs then, so anytime you have a scratch on like PS2 or whatever, then like I just remember driving on a road, then it just turns into water because I had a scratch in my disc, and then I just die.
And then you're stuck under the map.
Yep.
Yeah.
I happened I got to that point, so then I couldn't play it anymore.
I remember like the chainsaw being a big deal in that game.
Yeah, they got sued. I didn't read too much into it, but I did research a little bit, and they got sued multiple times for the stuff on that game.
Yeah, GTA was like really controversial back then, especially even the first 2 that were like the overhead shots, and you could just run people over.
Yeah, I played it.
Have you ever heard like the story of that?
No.
How that got created?
Mm-mm.
So they wanted to make like a regular a driving game, just like a regular driving delivery game, but there was like a glitch that made the police want to run you off the road no matter what was going on. So, and they found out while they were playing it with this glitch, they found out that was really fucking fun. So they just made that the game, where they just kept the glitch in, where once you do something illegal, the cops just start fucking with you and won't stop.
So like the coolest game was kind of an accident. Mm-hmm. That's awesome. I did not know that.
And that's like a staple of every Grand Theft Auto, of just running away from the cops while the cops try to fuck you up.
Yeah. GTA 4 is just gloomy and sad. Have you ever played that one?
Yeah.
That one makes me, with Nico.
Yeah, Nico and his fucking cousin, Nico Bellic and Roman Bellic. Yep. Yeah, fuck that game. That's my least favorite one.
Yeah, it makes me sad to play it. Like, it's just gloomy and gray-blue.
Like, I've barely played Vice City, but I would still put Vice City higher than GTA 4.
Well, yeah. 5 is probably my favorite, though, only because online is dope. Like,
I thought 5's story was pretty great, though.
I haven't played all the way through. I've watched people play all the way through, but
it's a great story. If you like that the criminal, it's kind of like a Goodfellas style story of like these following the criminal around and watching the criminal. It's fun.
And they're all complete, like Franklin. I know their name, like Franklin and Trevor and Michael.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fucking great, man. My number 3 was Tony Hawk's. Well, did you have anything else you wanted to say?
Oh, no. I was just reading.
My number 3 was Tony Hawk's Underground.
That was almost my 3, dude. It was. But I'm like, nah.
That was my number 3.
Great soundtrack.
Yeah, a great fucking soundtrack. I wish I had fucking wrote down some of the songs, but I love the soundtrack. I've loved every soundtrack on Tony Hawk. It's been great.
That's true. Yeah, they are.
And I loved Underground because that's like the first game that introduced me to customizable characters.
Yep.
Like there was no other games at the time. I had never played a game where I could just make my own fucking character. Yeah,
it's better than the remastered 1 and 2 Pro. Like, it's still better.
Yeah,
I'm like, it could be like Underground, but it's not. Like, could have made it better.
I know, like it's at that point, it's like, why would I want to play as other people as known characters? You know what I mean? Like they don't even really have a customizable in the remasters, do they? I guess they do.
You can, but it's just not as in depth as the Underground one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then you could customize the color of your wheels on your skateboard and your skate. I remember that was so fun.
But even just the character themselves, I think I had at least 2 memory cards full of just customizable characters in Tony Hawk's Underground and Underground 2.
That's me on The Sims, but anyways.
Yeah, it's exactly like that. And they all have different like skating styles. They all have different special moves and shit.
I did look into the Underground soundtrack. I don't know like any of the like I remember how great it was, but I don't remember any. I was reading, I'm like, I don't remember any of these. I'm gonna look them up. Okay. Because I'm like, I really don't know these songs, but I just know I loved playing and listening to this shit while it was on.
And it was the first Tony Hawk 2 that had a story.
Yeah. It did, but I kind of just fucked around on that too. Like, try to make my player better by doing all, like, although on the remastered, I suck at those games now. Like, I played it for a week and I just got pissed because I can't.
I was really good at it.
Really? I can't. I think I was then because I remember playing it so much, but now if I'm not good at it quick, I don't care. Modern Warfare, I got good at quick, so now I play it. But all the other Call of Duties, nah. World War II, though, only because of Prop Hunt. But that doesn't take much skill, honestly.
I didn't play that one.
A lot of people haven't, but it is fun.
Yeah, when that came out, there was already a bunch of World War II games that it was like...
Yeah.
Let's see. I honestly don't know a lot of these songs and bands either.
Exactly, because I'm like, how did I love this soundtrack? No.
Oh, I remember they had the 3 Kiss songs. Do you remember the level where you could you unlocked Kiss?
Yes.
Like it was like a big concert and Kiss was just performing the whole time.
I forgot, but yeah, I do remember that.
Oh, I fucking forgot about that. I should have done research before. I think next episode I might actually do a little bit of fucking research and be prepared for once. But yeah, Circle of Fear, Indolence, It Takes No Guts. I don't know any of these bands.
Yeah, but it
Black
was dope.
Woman. There's a band called Black Woman.
I loved it though. That's a good 3. It was almost my 3, but I deleted it. I'm like, no, because I did play GTA Vice City 10 times more. So I'm like, that one deserves to be on there.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I just now I feel like those controls are just
because you play Skate.
Yeah, they're I don't know how to put it, but they're like they're in the past. They're
very not
basic.
It's not smooth. It's not smooth either. It's very like when you want to grind on something, it's like it is frustrating. Playing the remasters, it's still they didn't make it much better.
I actually did really well at the remasters.
Oh, nice.
I like fucking just breezed through. I think that's what my problem with
it?
I think so.
Holy fuck.
I think I'm like 100% on both of them. Or maybe, I don't know if I did too, because I got bored with it at that point. Because it was literally just too easy for me. Because
play mine so I can just play everything. Like, come beat it so I can be on all the maps and play.
You haven't even unlocked all the maps yet?
No, dude.
Because I know I've unlocked all the maps. I just don't think I've done every single mission in every single map.
Yeah, no. I haven't. I have like 3 unlocked. But I didn't play. I played like a few days, like maybe not even a week. It was a few days, and then we got fucking Battlegrounds right after that. So then the WWE was the Battlegrounds.
Yeah, I didn't play that.
Yeah, but
it got terrible reviews, so I was like,
yeah.
oh wait.
Rightfully so, honestly, not a great game.
Mm.
I haven't played it since, but then we played that right after, and then I just stopped playing both, and now we play Modern Warfare every day still.
What did you? Did you play through Underground all the way?
Yeah.
The entire story?
Yeah, I just remember playing that nonstop for like months.
Did you do it more than once?
No.
So the second time that you played through it, you know how Eric Sparrow, do you remember him?
No.
He was like your best friend at the beginning that you come up with.
Oh, yeah.
And then he steals your tape.
Yep. Okay, yeah.
And the last mission, the last thing that you have to do is you have to follow him through a whole like really long combo and just hold this really fucking long combo. Do you remember that?
I do remember that. Yeah, and it pissed me off because I failed it many times.
Yeah, same here. Well, if you do that on hard and you like complete it and then you play through the game again, at the end, because like right when it starts, he's got like the tape in your face and he's like waving it in your face. And if you do it, if you go play through it a second time, the second time you play through it, you don't have to fucking do that last mission, that last big combo. Well, no, your character just punches Eric in the face and takes the tape. And that's like how it ends. He's like waving it in your face like, why don't you skate me for it? And your character just socks him and takes the tape.
I'm upset I never played it again.
Because I remember playing
that last mission pissed me off.
It was tough.
Raged quit probably multiple times.
Really, that game is fucking hard.
It is.
It's really fucking hard.
For some reason, I feel like Avril Lavigne's on that. Because maybe not.
I didn't see her in the list. It's possible, though.
I don't know. Because I was going to say that's how I found Avril, but it's not. But I don't know.
I mean, I was an MTV kid. That's how I know who Avril Lavigne is. But yeah, I just always remember that because the second time I played it through, when he just fucking punches the guy, I was like, wait, I don't remember that happening the first fucking time. I want them to remaster
that.
Me too.
That would be. I don't care if I'd suck. I'd play that so much.
I was kind of hoping that when they remastered the other two, that they'd actually have a story. But it's not a story. It's just literally, it's like an arcade game, you know?
And they just made graphics a little better. It's not much better than the regular.
No, it's really not. It's it's like, it's still just as clunky, but they just make the people look better.
Yep, that's literally it. It was frustrating because I was expecting, because they made it sound dope. Like when they were like announcing it, I'm like, fuck yeah. And then I played it, I'm like,
and we never figured out how to play multiplayer online either.
Yeah, I read into that. A lot of people had problems, like it just wouldn't work. And that's what I wanted it for, because that would be fun to play together, but nope.
And I think that's why we inevitably all stopped playing it.
Yeah,
because we couldn't play it together online.
Because that's why I got it.
Me and Brad tried like a motherfucker. That's why I got it too. You guys had gotten it, and I was like, oh, sweet, we can skate online. Because I know you guys don't play Skate. Because I'll still play Skate 3 to this day.
I think maybe 3. I have one of the Skates on my Xbox. I don't know which one was on Game Pass.
I think both of them are on Game Pass. I think all 3. I think Skate 1, 2, and 3 are all on Game Pass.
Need for Speed Rivals. Brad and I just installed it the other day. You should join, and we can race.
I've never been into car racing games. The closest I'll get to a car game is fucking Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, but Need for Speed's so fun. I'm just trying to find another game that's not Monster Hunter, okay? I'm over it.
I downloaded it, and I think I still have Forza, but I never even tried to fucking play it.
I don't like the controls in Forza. I'm bad at Forza.
I've never played it. I've never even tried to play it. I just know that I have it. Or at least I had it. I might have even fucking uninstalled it. Because I went through like an uninstall thing the other day where I just wanted to clean out the shit that I knew I wasn't going to use. A lot.
I just downloaded Dante's Inferno. I played that on the 360.
Yeah, I played that on 360 too. That game was sick.
It's on Game Pass. I want to replay it, yeah.
That game was fucking sick.
That girl with the huge tits with babies
the
coming
babies,
out.
Yeah, the abortions. They're the aborted babies. You have to re-murder a bunch of aborted babies.
I can't wait. I'm excited.
And they got like fucking, they look like fucking spiders.
Yeah, they're terrifying. And then like, I can't wait to play it.
That game was fun, man.
It's on Game Pass right now.
That was one of those fucking beat 'em up games that you don't really. There's not a lot of them anymore.
Tekken 7. I love Tekken 7.
I didn't play Tekken that much. I was never a big fan.
There's a girl, I forget her name, with chainsaw arms. Like, it was one of her like moves, and I loved her.
Chainsaw arms.
Yeah, like she turned, like her arms turned, and she just fucks you up.
Damn,
love
dude.
Her. Yeah. But I'll give my number 2, Guitar Hero 3, Legends of Rock.
What? I don't. So I played the Guitar Hero games a lot. I played the fuck out of those games, but I could not distinguish 1, 2 from 1, 2, or 3.
So
I could not distinguish any of them.
3 has Slash in it, and you like go against the devil in the end.
Yeah, because it's got Tom Morello.
Yep.
Yeah, it's got Tom Morello in it too.
Yep. And that game introduced me to like
rock. You play Devil Went Down to Georgia, don't you?
Yeah, at the against the devil. Yeah. It was dope. Well, that one just introduced me to so much music to where like it was like the start of my rock.
That game is the plot of that game is basically Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny.
Yeah, Tenacious D is on that game, one of their songs. I forget which one, but
it's not Tribute. What song is it? Oh, I should know.
I wouldn't know if you said it, but I know it is on there because I looked at the list and I'm like, oh, word, yeah.
I fucking love Tenacious D.
Yeah, they're funny.
But those games, they like took over the world for a while. Like everybody fucking played. Yep. Rock Band.
The latest Guitar Hero with
Guitar Hero Live.
Yeah, with the 2 they won't even do online anymore because I have it. But they only do like their few shitty songs for like the game, like the story. But then when you're online, like you could just download more and whatever, and they took that away.
It wasn't very popular.
It wasn't good, like because they changed the guitar. Like you had 2 rows instead of stretching your pinky, you had like 2 rows of 3. So
really?
You had to like I think on the top was black or white and the bottom was black or white, like opposite, and then you like had to like hold it like a real guitar.
Oh, like a bar, like a bar.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, what is it? A bar chord.
Yep, and it was once I got used to it, it was fun, but I think probably a lot of people.
And I think that by the time that came out, there'd already been 2 or 3 Rock Band games,
yep,
and 3 Guitar Hero games, and they aren't that much different from each other.
They put Paramore on it, and like their dumbest song, and I was mad at that. I don't know why, but I was like.
And then they put they had Guitar Hero did their own rock band, didn't they? It's called like Guitar Hero Band or something like that.
I know a lot of things did like that kind of thing.
Where
like
they had
tried.
The drums and.
Yep. I don't know. I know there was Band Hero. There was Band Hero.
Band Hero. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's what it was. And
that did not do great.
Sing. And,
yep. That didn't do that great either, though.
Because Rock Band had already done it.
It's already good. Like you don't need to add. Mm-hmm. But the third one made me fucking hate the songs Barracuda and Slow Ride.
Same here, Barracuda. I still like Slow Ride a lot. It's a good song.
No, I can't, because like that's the first level, and that was the first Guitar Hero I played. So like you have to replay these songs multiple times to like get used to it, and I could not for a while. And then fucking every time Barracuda I hear it, I'm like, dude, PTSD.
When you play it, like I like the most basic parts of the game. Mm-hmm. Like basically, you're playing the most basic part of the song, and it makes the song seem so fucking annoying.
Yeah,
like when you
it's like green.
Yeah, and when you like when you're actually like plucking, I know you're not really playing guitar, but when you're actually like pretending to play along to it, you realize this is fucking annoying.
Yeah, I hate it. And Slow Ride, I just heard it so many times. So I'm like, no. But the songs that it introduced me to, I put Rise Against the Machine. Rage. I always do that. Rage Against the... Because under it says Rise Against. So anyways, Rage Against the Machine.
It's Rage Against the Machine and Rise Against in a super group.
Yep.
Rise Against the Machine.
That would be dope. But Bulls on Parade.
Bulls on Parade. That's
Yo,
a great song.
Loved it. And then Even Flow, Pearl Jam.
I hate Pearl Jam.
But I love that song on that game. I
don't-
loved it.
I hate Pearl Jam. There's like very, very few. Wasn't Jeremy on one of those too?
I don't like Journey.
Jeremy.
Oh.
The song Jeremy by Pearl Jam.
Oh, then I don't know. But
You don't like Journey?
no, not at all.
What the fuck? Journey's so good.
I don't really know much by Pearl Jam, to be honest. I just know I love that Even Flow song. But then fucking My Curse by Killswitch Engage.
I fucking loved that album. That was a great album.
But Slash or whatever, Axl Rose, they've sued Guitar Hero for that.
Really?
Yeah, because they Slash is a big character on that, and they didn't really give him permission to do that. But they waited 3 years to say anything about it, so it was kind of just denied. Whatever, you waited 3 years, but they tried suing for hold on, I think I wrote how much. It was a lot.
That's interesting. I would assume that they would let Slash and Guns N' Roses know about that.
$20 million.
Did they win?
No, because they just dismissed it because they waited 3 years to file a claim.
They probably didn't know for 3 years.
Yeah,
they're
like, oh,
those guys are 50. They don't fucking play video games.
Is on the cover of the game.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I don't know. I guess they didn't really give permission. They're kind of yeah, just for promotion reasons, but he's an actual character in the game. Yeah. So then they're no, we didn't give you permission to do that.
The thing is, they used his name and everything.
Yeah,
they should have just used his image, because his image is
changed his name a little bit.
Call him Stab or something.
Yeah. Stab instead of Slash. That's funny.
Well, because he's got a fairly generic look. I mean, it's very specific to him, but it's still kind of generic. It's just curly hair and a top hat.
South Park picks on him and says he's like Santa Claus on that Crack Baby episode.
Was it the Crack Baby episode?
Because at the end, Slash makes that home for him, for Kyle. And
I don't fucking remember. I haven't watched it in a while.
But that game sold more than 1.4 million copies in just a week. That game. That's the most
number 3.
Yeah,
that was when it had blown up.
Yeah,
the first one wasn't incredibly popular, but then the second one started to get a little bit more popular. But by the time the third one came out, it was fucking the second one was already huge. So when the third one came out, it was damn.
When was it the first one that Godzilla was on that we thought it was second, then Brad was right saying it was the first?
It might have been.
Yeah, because I don't think I played the second one. Then I played the first one. When you're down in the basement, you have that hippie guy. I think that's one then, because I played Godzilla.
I don't remember I remember some of the songs, but
I remember based on what they look like, I guess. But dude, I love Guitar Hero games.
And what shit? Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, well, Guitar Hero 3 came out 2007, so I'm trying to think how old I was with that. 12. And I was into that shit. I got it for Christmas. I remember I was so happy. And then...
Same here. I got Guitar Hero 2 for either Christmas or my birthday, and I was fucking pumped because everybody was talking about it. Everybody fucking played that game. If you had a PlayStation, you played Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
Even people that didn't... I know people that got PlayStations just so they could get Guitar Hero.
Well, my guitar broke. So then I was using the controller, and I got so good at using the controller as a guitar. It's so much easier, actually, because, A was orange, so you use your thumb and then the whatever's. Dude, I wish you could do that now.
Yeah, I could never figure out the colors for the controller.
Really?
I tried it before, but I could never figure it out. Or at least I probably just gave up before really trying and just be like, I had the guitar.
With the faster ones, I found it way easier to do it on controller than on the guitar. Honestly, I could beat the last level.
I believe it.
It was so much fun.
Because once you get it, you're already at that point used to using a controller for other games.
I use cheat codes a lot for that game too. I use cheat codes on GTA 5 too. Vice City, so much. I had this huge book for the PS2 of all these cheats. It was thick. It was given to me, and every game I had cheats. I'm like, hell yeah. Especially Sims. I still use cheats on Sims. Motherload. If you know, you know.
Yeah, I've never played it. The only time I've ever played Sims, what does that just give you a bunch of money?
50,000 each time. Just keep doing it. Motherload.
I used to do that with GTA 3 though. Do the cheat codes to get more money and get infinite ammo and shit like that.
Yep. I was gonna like write down like say some of the cheat codes for Vice City, but we all know if you played it, you fucking know you used them.
LB, RB, what were they called? Is it L1, R1,
Yeah,
L2, R2, up, down, left, right,
yeah.
up, down, left, right, or up, left,
I
down,
don't remember,
right?
but I was looking at them like, yeah, you could like do like outfits, weather change. For Guitar Hero, it was mainly just unlocking all the songs, all the characters. I think you could customize. No, you could do a few things on Guitar Hero 3, but I don't remember in detail. Because I genuinely just love playing all the songs on it, except the first 2 like levels. But the rest, Muse was on there. That made me love Muse.
Yeah, Muse is pretty great. I like that band a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I remember you could unlock like custom guitars.
Yes. Oh yeah, and outfits. Like you could customize your character. Yeah, because I remember doing the guitars too.
Because I remember you could unlock like Zakk Wylde's custom Les Paul.
Yeah, and and then.
And Dimebag Darrell's guitars.
You did customize the character on that game. Yeah.
See, I don't remember making a character. I don't think I actually cared about my character in that game. You know what I mean?
I did.
Because that game was like, that's one of those games that is just the way that it's designed is so addictive.
Yes.
Like it's an addictively designed game where it's like I didn't care about the people. I didn't care about anything. I just wanted to get right into the fucking gameplay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then they boo like on those, but when you're playing on the newest Guitar Hero, it shows the actual audience that they had to record live. So like
and your band.
Yup, and then you fucking like suck, and they're like your band members are like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
like,
everybody
like,
just like blames you.
Yeah,
I remember that because my roommate had it at one point. Like you keep looking around, your bandmates are just looking like right in your face, like, "What the fuck is wrong with
the
you?"
Audience is like, "Boo!" with their thumbs down,
Yeah.
like you fucking suck. I'm like, okay.
It's like, man, there's a lot of pressure for a fucking
learning.
video game.
It made me sad, and then yeah.
And I feel like the songs sucked on those too, the new ones.
Yes, like the set list that they had for just the normal game without online sucked so much. So it's like not even worth having now that you can't do online. Like it just sucks.
Yeah, and then they started releasing the ones that were like band specific. It was like this is the Metallica rock band, or this is the Metallica rock band, or the Beatles.
Yep.
And I never bought those.
Me
They
either.
were never bands that I cared about.
Yeah, I mainly just played the third one, and then I played Rock Band. And then I love playing the drums on Rock Band or singing. Or guitar. I like it all. I'll do all of it. But Guitar Hero 3 just introduced me to so much music, which is why it's like important. And I played it so much. I played that game so much.
I don't know if the Guitar Hero games actually introduced me to anything, but it was cool to pretend that I was playing the songs that I already knew. Because I knew a lot of it. They did the band Anarchy Club. I think they only had the one fucking album, but they had a song on both of the first 2 Guitar Heroes, and I always thought they were really good. They were never really. They might have even been a made-up band for the game. It might have just been
but they
like.
were good.
I mean, it was.
Like,
I
damn,
liked
yeah.
it. It was all right. And Drist was another one that they fucking. I had no idea who they were until that fucking game.
I just unlocked a memory that you might know of. Do you remember the TV show? Like it was air guitar, like an air guitar like band, like you air drum.
Yeah,
and you
I know
dress
exactly
up.
what you're talking about.
Yo,
It was the dumbest shit, right?
It didn't last, yeah. But I just remember like they would show each band and then do like them at home prepping for this shit, and they like pick out their outfits and their name, and they just perform and compete air guitar and air drumming. I'm like, the fuck.
It was like one of those like The Voice or something, right?
Yeah,
where
but
they
it was
actually were judging these people like playing air guitar was a real
I
talent.
was so into it because I was a little kid. And I'm like, dude, I could do this. I'm gonna work for this. It lasted like a few months though.
Yeah, I don't see how you could ever be successful at that.
They tried. They
I
really
mean-
tried. I was trying to come up with a band name. I'm like, I can play violin, but that's it. But I could air guitar like a motherfucker if I wanted
An
to.
air violin. What? I don't see where. Like, are people gonna pay to see that? Like, who's gonna pay to see that? Like, come to a live show to watch somebody play air guitar to somebody else's
Did they
fucking
actually
music.
sing on that? I don't think so.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't watch it.
I watched that shit.
I only knew it existed. I never watched it.
I watched it. It's serious. They would be like in their garage, like it shows them prepping. They're like in their garage practicing, and it's like, stop, please. And guess what? They all had sob stories to win. Still.
Everybody does.
It's like, can't you just win? Like on Chopped, it's like, can you just win for being a good chef? Like, why do you have to like say how your mom just died and your restaurant caught on fire? Just be good at cooking and win for that.
Yeah,
like I don't get it.
Sometimes you get that in UFC too, where like they bring up fucking people's stories. Yeah, they bring up people's stories in like the intro to the fucking fight and stuff, like to pump you up for the fight. But it's like, I don't care about any of this. I just want to watch. Like, I don't need to hear your sob story. I'm about to watch you get punched in the fucking head. Like, because like, you're gonna make this worse if you get knocked the fuck out. Yeah, like, I'm gonna feel even worse when you get knocked out and your face drilled into the mat.
They're like, take it easy on me because my restaurant just caught on fire, and like, it's like, you suck at cooking. You're gone, dude. Like, just stop.
I mean, even it like, so I think Walt Harris, his daughter died. He's a fighter, and his last fight was against Alistair Overeem, and Alistair Overeem knocked him the fuck out. And it's like hard to watch because you're like, man,
his daughter just
his
died.
Daughter literally, they just found his daughter's dead body, and now he's getting like punched in the fucking face.
That
like,
sucks. Yeah. It's like, can we just do what we do and not? Everyone's lives suck, okay? Everyone's life fucking blows. Let's just stick with what we're good at, and that's that.
And you know that the producers dig for it. I mean, obviously not for like Walt Harris, so that's a big thing.
TikTok exposes American Idol like a motherfucker. Like, people that have like been on and have been picked on like come out about their stories, and a lot of the times the producers and stuff set it up so they fail. Yeah. And then it's like, it sucks. Yeah. It's like, but you're talented because they're singing, like they're good, but it's like they're making it, like they pick songs they know they probably couldn't do and they make them sing it, and that sucks. Yeah. It's like, you can't believe shit, and it pisses me off.
Well, you definitely can't believe that because they let that William Hung dude come through.
Is that the She Bang dude? Yeah. She Bang.
It's like, how did that guy get that far?
Yeah.
You know,
it's
like,
stupid.
It's ridiculous. But my number 2, and we already discussed Grand Theft Auto, but I picked Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
That's the only one I've never touched.
That's funny because Vice City's the only one that I've never really played.
So you can tell me all about that because I have no idea.
So, did you ever play the Saints Row games?
Is that the one when you make a cool ass character?
Yes.
That's all I've done on
Grand Theft Auto, but you get to create your own character. And
I made a blue person. Yep.
Yeah. Well, the Saints Row games got like their a mechanic from GTA San Andreas where you get you're basically running a gang in San Andreas.
Oh, okay.
Like, you come back from Liberty City to San Andreas. It's the same fucking map from not the same. It's obviously been updated on GTA 5, but it's the same city as GTA 5. Yeah. Okay. And because Los Santos is in San Andreas. Yeah. But you come back from Liberty City, which is where Nico was, and you land in fucking San Andreas, and your family is like they help run a fucking gang there. I fucking should have looked it up what they were called, but their colors were green. I remember that. And your enemies, like your rival gang, their color was purple. And then there was another Latin gang that you even they have in GTA 5, and their color was yellow. And there's like this mechanic in San Andreas where your color comes up on the map for the areas that you run, and you can start gang wars in enemies' areas, so you can take over the whole city and make the whole city your fucking gang.
Okay, maybe I could get that on my PC. I really should play it because I've played all the other ones. It was just so popular when I wasn't playing. Like, I don't know where I was in life, but I know I wasn't really playing video games when that came out. Right. So I just never touched it, and then I went to 5. Or no, I played 4.
Yeah, I wish I'd have done more
before
research.
That even. I know a little bit about that game because of like that order that the dude does at the fast food restaurant. People try to mimic it on YouTube and eat it from like McDonald's, like whatever that famous fucking order he does.
I don't fucking
on
remember
one of the
that.
missions. Yeah, well, people like try to mimic that from McDonald's or Burger King, and they'll bring it home and eat all that food because it's a huge order. That's all I know from that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, there was also that was one that they had another mechanic where your body changes depending on how you treat it.
I didn't. Yeah, I knew that too.
Like
I've watched maybe a few of my friends play it or some gameplay on YouTube myself, but I've never touched that game.
Yeah,
I should.
And they had like little mini games for exercising, for like lifting weights and shit.
Oh, so they try to make it realistic.
Yeah, so you can get your character really jacked.
But why would they do that on GTA 5?
I don't know. I think it's because you're not as custom. The characters don't feel as customizable in GTA 5. You know, because
it's hard because you pick your parents, but you still look fucking weird.
Oh, I meant the actual story.
Oh, really?
Because it's Michael, Franklin, and Trevor, so you don't really have like they are who they are already.
You can just change their hair and shit or whatever, clothes.
But yeah, there was like this way that you could cheat it in San Andreas, where you could just lift. Say you're supposed to do 10 reps, you could just lift 9 reps and then quit, and then. Because if you exercise too much, it won't let you exercise anymore. But if you got like almost to the limit and then you left the gym and came back in, you could just keep doing it over and over again. So because you're supposed to build your guys, like get your guys jacked over time, like over a few times playing it, you have to keep going back day after day, and eventually your guy gets jacked. Yeah. But then there was a way that you could do it where you just leave the gym and come back. And so in one sitting, your guy can go from like a little twig to being this big jack dude.
I have heard that if you use too many cheats in that game, you can't finish it.
I mean, I used cheats for sure.
Really?
I definitely finished it.
Oh, okay, because I don't know who told me that, but they said if you use like too many, maybe it was a specific one that if you use it too many times, you can't finish the game.
Yeah, because I definitely used the fucking
I'll have to see.
the cheats. Maybe I didn't. I don't remember. Maybe that was one that I didn't really use the cheats.
Vice City, I did like motherfucker. And I beat that multiple times. And I used so many cheats. So
yeah, I definitely beat it multiple times because I remember your guy's name was Carl, and you both of the guys that you think are your friends throughout the whole fucking thing end up betraying you at the end.
Oh.
And that's like just how
it's like real life shit right there.
That was just like the biggest upset in like video game history was having your two boys. One of them looked just like Eazy-E.
Oh.
And you just have your two boys just stab you in the back at the end. You have to fucking gun them down and shit.
Really is life.
I also fucking Samuel L. Jackson was in that game. He was this cop. His name was Tenpenny. He used to, I completely forgot about this, but he literally picks you up from the fucking airport when you get off the airplane and just starts harassing the shit out of you. And he just keeps showing up throughout the story and just giving you shit just for no reason.
Is there a mission when you're in a helicopter and you have to follow someone on the bike or vice versa?
Something like that.
I've played that mission, I think, for a friend to try to beat it because they couldn't.
It's incredibly hard.
Yeah,
the helicopter, because you have to go. The helicopter one. You have to drop off shit.
Yeah.
But your helicopter runs out of gas, so you got to try and get to these places to refuel and drop shit off, and it was like nearly impossible.
But I was watching. I'm like, I can fucking do that, and I tried. I'm like, never mind, I was kidding.
It's hard because the helicopter controls were shit.
Yeah, it was hard. I just remember I got pissed real quick, so I'm like, nah, I'm good.
That was one of the fucking missions though. You didn't have to beat that mission to beat the game.
Oh, I think it's probably just known for being a hard one, so they were just like doing it.
Yeah, it was one of the side missions. And there was another mission I actually had a lot of trouble with. I ended up giving my memory card to my friend David, and he just took it home and beat it for me. Because it was the one mission I just gave it to him. I was like, don't fucking do anything else. This is the only mission that I can't get past. And that was a mission that you had to fucking do for the game. So,
you couldn't get for it, yeah.
And then there was another one that was, like, notoriously hard. And I think it's the other one you're thinking of where you had to follow a train on a bike.
Yes. I watched gameplay on that. I watch gameplay all the fucking time on games. I've watched that.
Yeah, and that one's particularly frustrating because you're supposed to be, like, following this train, and there's guys on top of the train, and you're driving the bike, and you got your dude on the back of the bike. One of the guys that ends up betraying you on the back of the bike, he's supposed to be shooting the people on the train. But he never fucking hits them. He always just shoots the train. And then if you lose the train, he gets pissed at you.
He was a bad friend from the beginning.
Yeah, he like gets off the bike and he's like, all you had to do was follow the fucking train. I don't see how that was so fucking hard. And it's like, dude, you didn't shoot the fucking people.
Dude, you suck.
It was literally the most frustrating mission I've ever played of any game ever.
That makes me think of Big Mother Trucker. Do you remember that PS2 game?
I've heard a lot about it. I don't think
Holy-
I've played it.
So like you're just this truck driver and you like are supposed to deliver shit, but it's like very rednecky. Like
Yeah.
I'm just not to be like stereotypical, but it is. And like you have bikers that try to get on your thing, you have to like swerve them off and shit, and it's so much fun. I was like young and like playing that game, they swear on it and they're very like inappropriate. And I'm like, yeah, I'd probably hate it now, but I loved it. But that made me think of that because you have to be like bikers get on your shit.
Well, that game is considered one of like the worst games ever made.
When I was young,
That's
I
how
loved it.
I know about it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I loved it. That's funny. Is there anything else you want to talk about with that game?
Yeah, I guess I should just say it was Grand Theft Auto San Andreas came out in 2004, so I was
Word. So I was
13 when I probably first started playing it.
I'd be 9.
And it was probably way too violent for a fucking 13-year-old to be playing.
Yeah, Vice City. Yeah, that's when I was playing. Mine was about. I don't know why I never played that game then. I'm gonna play it.
It was fun.
That'd be a good PC game to play.
I feel like, but the thing is, I feel like everybody that played Vice City didn't play San Andreas. And
I
the
think
people that played
so.
San Andreas
That
didn't
kinda-
play
yeah.
Vice City.
Cause when did
They came out really close.
Vice City was 02.
Yeah, and
So yeah.
San Andreas was 04.
So yeah, they're probably like, yeah.
And like that was back when I was a kid, so my parents were buying me shit. I didn't have a fucking job.
Yeah.
So I wasn't able to get my parents to buy me both fucking
I was like
games.
playing Sims 2 Pets at that time.
And I also, if Vice City came out in 02, I may not have even had a PlayStation at that time. For all I know, I might have, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I think it was only PS2. Well, no, it came out. So like back in the day when games came out, was it just for a specific console, or what? Would they release it for like the 360 and the PS? I only
There
had
wasn't a 360.
No, okay.
There was no Xbox came out after PlayStation 2 came out.
Oh, okay. Because I just know I always had PlayStation, and then with like whoever I was with at the time, like dating, they always had Xbox. So then I just converted to that. But I'm not one of those that are like, PlayStation fucking sucks because I have an Xbox. But I have so many friends that are so against Xbox, and it's like, shut up. Like, literally,
Yeah,
I just play
it
games.
doesn't matter to me.
Like, so I can play the game. I don't care.
The only reason why I was considering switching over to PlayStation was because
Exclusives.
Yeah, for
That's
exclusives.
why I want. Yep, there's a few games I want. I'm gonna probably get the PS5. To be honest,
I'm thinking about it. I really want to play. I want to play the fucking Spider-Man games. I want to play the Spider-Man games so
That's
fucking
not one I
bad.
want to. There's like multiple. I can't think of
And
the
God
name
of
right now.
War. I want to play God of War.
Ooh, that one
That
does
looks
look
like
good.
a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, back then it was just PlayStation. And
They are
then
superior.
And I
I'll
think
give 'em that.
PlayStation 2 was out for a while before Xbox One. The very
they
first
came
Xbox
out with so
came
many
out.
different, like the skinnier one and the yeah, they like kept going with that for a while, and then like the Xbox came out, and
Yeah. And because I feel like when my brother finally got an Xbox, I had already had a bunch of like PlayStation 2 games.
yeah, and then it's hard to just like yeah. I was with PlayStation for a long time, and then now I'm Xbox, and I'm sorry guys.
I mean, I went to Xbox because it was cheaper.
That's true.
That's my only reasoning.
That is true. But we also have exclusives. I can't think
They're
of
just
them.
not as good.
Yeah, I can't
Sea of
think of
Thieves is
them.
an exclusive.
Download it.
Halo's an exclusive.
I don't like Halo.
I had a Halo period, but
No, I
It
can't.
didn't
I don't
last
get into
long.
games like that. Like I really like. I don't like space shit. I don't care.
Space Stuff's one.
I love aliens. Like I love them in general. Like learning about them. But the games, I'm like, whatever.
Yeah. So what's your number one?
Okay, so my number one might unlock some freaking memories for people, but it's the PS1 Frogger. He's back. So
So it's something I've never played.
like a few of my friends I talked to about it were like, oh my god, it was like, so you, like you said, you know of just Frogger crossing the road, which so many people have remade differently, but
Right.
like that was, so this game was a remake of the 1981 version, which is what you know of, which was like a
1981, really?
yeah, that's when that came out.
I forget that fucking video games have been around for that long.
I know, this came out in 1997, so I was only 2, but I remember playing it little I played Bug's Life 2 when I was really little too on PS1 for the movie, the Disney movie.
Yeah, I remember the movie.
Yeah,
I
there
don't
was
know
a
if I ever played
game.
the game.
Oh, it's fun as fuck. I would play that now too.
Actually, I do remember playing the fucking game.
Yeah, because
Bug's Life is the one with the blue ant, right?
Yep, and then like one of the missions is you're trying to get away from the bird and you're like floating on
dandelion.
Yeah, and it scared me as a kid. I'd get so scared, but I'm like, hurry.
I do remember. Oh man, I forgot that fucking game existed.
That was almost my number one, but I put Frogger because so like pretty much it's the obstacles like you go through, like you either like slide on ice, like there's many different things, but the objective is to like find the other colored frogs and you just collect them, but you don't want to die like any other game. But it was so much fun because it was better than just crossing a road. It was essentially like that, but in different ways and more in depth. It was so much fun. I played that so many years. It was like the only game I had on PS1 for so long.
Frogger, he's back.
Yep.
How many Frogger games did they make, do you think?
I think up to 4, because when I put Frogger in, they showed me multiple, and I think there's 4 of them. But some of them are just for computer, like they were like computer disc ones, but I want this on my PC so bad.
I feel like Frogger was just like an arcade game, like when I played to just, pump quarters into a machine at timeout.
When they remade those. That one sold 37 million.
33.37 or 37?
3.37 million.
Wow.
Yeah. Which I was shocked. That's why I put that in. I'm like, damn. I didn't think it was that popular, but I guess it was. It was a good game. I don't know much. I was young.
It was probably like a third person, right?
Yep.
Because it's like I'm picturing something in my head similar to Crash Bandicoot, but Crash Bandicoot's green instead of like a green lizard.
I'll send you a video because someone does the fast play of it, and I loved it. I was like, oh my god, I love it. But he just does the road one. But that's the first level is the road, and then you go to like there's ones when bees are chasing you the entire time, and you have to like hide, and they'll go past you. Oh my, I miss it. I keep thinking about like different. There's one with spiders, and I love that one too. And spiders would come kill you. Yeah, it was so much fun. But Crash Bandicoot was gonna be my one too. But I suck at those games still. Like I got the remastered, and it still makes me rage. So I'm like, no, I'm not gonna talk about it.
That Crash Bandicoot's one of those ones where you have to be like on point with everything you do.
And checkpoints weren't a thing back then. You remember, like,
oh yeah, because if you fucked up, you had to start from the beginning. Yeah.
So back then, I feel like I just loved it for the fun aspect. But now I'm competitive, so now if I fuck up, I'm like, you know what? Fucking done for a really long time. For a really long time.
So I don't have fucking hours to sit here and play the same fucking level over and over again.
They did put checkpoints in the remastered.
That's why I don't like platformers that much.
True.
Because it's all like they're all based on fucking up, just so you can realize how to not fuck up. You know, there's no nobody has ever picked up a platformer and played it through perfectly the very first time.
And it's like let that happen, please. Thank you.
It just bothers me because I don't want to play the same shit over and over again just to find like little patterns. Because then once you find a pattern, you're like, "Woo, I made it through that part." Then you die in the next part, and
you're like have to re-strategize. Yeah, I hate that shit.
Yeah,
like
fuck
just
that.
let me just do it.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
South Park was... Wait, I have honorable mentions, which we'll talk about after. Like, I have a few others that I couldn't, like, choose. So I have a few. But what's your number one?
My number one is a game called The Warriors. Have you ever heard of it?
Never heard of that.
Have you ever heard of the movie The Warriors?
No.
So, the movie The Warriors came out in 76, I believe? Maybe 79.
Never heard of it.
Really fucking awesome movie. Didn't know about the movie before the game. I think I just bought the game because it was cheap. And it's a Rockstar game.
Oh, word.
And it's like one of the Rockstar games that never took off for some reason. But it is fucking great.
They have a few good games like that.
Yeah. And it's something that it baffles me about Rockstar. Because the hand-to-hand combat in GTA and in Red Dead Redemption sucks.
Yeah.
It's terrible. But the game The Warriors was entirely based around hand-to-hand combat, and it was fucking amazing. They you got to play. So the movie is about a gang in 70s New York City. They meet up with all the other gangs in the city for this meeting about how they can all get together and go against the cops to take over the city. Okay. And the guy who's leading the meeting, his name is Cyrus, I believe, gets assassinated, and they blame it, the people that assassinate him blame it on the Warriors. So now every gang in the city, as well as the police, are mad at the Warriors, and they're trying to kill them.
Okay.
So they have to fight their way back from where they are back to their home on Coney Island.
Okay.
So that's the whole movie, is them, it's a lot of them just running away from people.
And games like that? Like you're in
you play through the whole fucking movie.
That's
but
awesome.
It starts you out before the movie though, because you can create. It starts you out with like the creation of the gang, the Warriors.
Oh, cool.
So you get all of this new story. You get all this new character development of the same, because there's like 8 characters in the movie.
I'm gonna watch the movie.
It's fucking great, and there's like 8 characters in the movie that you kind of get to know throughout the movie, but then the video game, you get to play as each of those characters, and you get to hear each of those characters' fucking background story and how they got into the gang and shit. They all have their own special moves and shit.
And that's PS2?
Yep, PS2. I used to have the game.
I've been thinking about getting a PS2 just for these games. Let me tell you, like, I've thought about it hard, because you can get one.
Oh, yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, I bought, well, I think that was a PS3. No, I bought a PS2 recently, like only a couple of years ago, just from some guy on the street. You know,
word.
I mean, not on the street, but, you know, on Facebook
He's on the
Marketplace.
corner, and
yeah.
you're like, you got any?
Yo, you got PlayStation? I'm looking for PlayStation 2.
He, like, opens his coat, whole fucking console. Yeah, you got
He sells you the console, but doesn't sell you the cables.
or the controller or anything. You're like, okay.
That stuff's extra, motherfucker. But no, I fucking bought a bunch of PlayStation 2 games and a PlayStation 2 off of some kid off of Facebook Marketplace a couple of years ago. But this is how rare that game is, The Warriors. I actually ended up finding my copy of it, but I couldn't find my copy of it for a while. And I looked all over the internet. I found people wanted like $70 for the fucking game.
Oh, so it's like rare.
Yeah, I went to I don't know if you know about Granny's Attic in Elmira.
Yes.
Before it closed.
Yep.
I went there before it closed, and I brought that up to them, and one of the guys behind the fucking counter, like, I saw, like, the expression on his face. Like, I saw his ears perk up, like, oh you're looking for that game. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm fucking looking for. And he's just like, trust me, if I find that game, I'm not giving it to you.
Where?
I
So
was like,
it's really...
Yeah.
Man, now I want to play that.
I finally found it, but I lost it again. I'm
it.
so upset, dude. It was a game I was like, man, I'm afraid if I go back and play this, I'm going to hate it. But then I did, and I loved it again. I just fell in love with it again.
I need it.
And
Are those Mafia games, Rockstar? No.
I feel like the first one was. I don't think so, though. I don't
Mafia
think so.
3 is pretty good. I have that game.
I thought it was. I mean, I didn't play it, but I had heard that it was bad.
It has bad, yeah, because the gameplay kind of sucks. But the story is good. I loved it. Same with Far Cry 5. It's glitchy, but I love that game too. Although I'm not stealthy. Like, I'm not stealthy. And the only game I am is Assassin's Creed, but they, like, baby feed you the stealth. They're like, go over to this circle and then crouch.
And it's not as
like,
big of a deal if you're not stealthy in those games, too.
Yeah.
Like, if you end up not being stealthy, you can just fucking wipe everybody out.
Not Far Cry, dude. There's this one mission.
Oh, yeah. No, I was talking about Assassin's Creed.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. It's easy.
Like, stealth is like a small mechanic.
Yeah.
Like, if you end up fucking up the stealth, then you can just fucking kill everybody.
Yeah, but I try to be stealthy because they do they're like literally crouch right here and just wait 5 seconds. And then you're like, okay. And then you do it.
These people walk by that kind of wear the same thing as you. You can just walk into them and everybody's like, where'd he go?
Whoa. It's like wearing a mask on those Cinderella movies. Like, I can't remember what you look like because you were just covering your eyes. It's like, Shaw.
Oh, like a masquerade mask.
They're like, I have no idea who you were.
I gotta say, though, I used to feel that way, but then once the pandemic started, this happened to me twice yesterday while I was grocery shopping. I saw somebody that I was like, I think I know who that is. I know that. It was literally like, I think that's Nikki. But I was too like embarrassed to go, hey Nikki, because I was afraid that she would be like, who's Nikki? Who are you? She eventually came up to me and was like, hey Cody, how's it going? I was like, oh, thank God it is you.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, you're right.
And then I saw my boss directly after that, and I was just like, I knew it was him. There was no disguising it. But I was like, you know what? Now I could use this as an excuse. I was like, now next time I have to talk to him, I could be like, man, was that you that I saw?
What?
I was so afraid to go up to you because of your fucking mask. I didn't know if I recognized you or not.
This, maybe, probably
no,
not.
He's not.
But if he did,
no, he's not. He doesn't know what a fucking podcast is,
dude. But today I went to Subway with one of my friends. We had lunch on our lunch break, and someone came in because I was in Canton, where I'm from, so I know everyone basically. But I'm like, I know who that is, but I can't see their mouth, so I really don't know. Yeah. So I didn't say anything, and they waved to me when they left, and I still don't know for sure who it was. I'm like, if I saw the whole face, I probably know, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's so weird how much like just taking away a person's mouth makes them like, okay, this could be this person,
Yeah,
or it could be a million other people.
It's a trickster thing. Like I'd be like, wow, this person's cute, and then they take off their mask again in their car. I'm like, the fuck?
Ew!
Put it back on.
This is gonna cause a bunch of weird fetishes in the future.
Yeah, everyone's got to wear a mask.
Yeah, can you fuck me with the mask on?
Well, instead of a bag, they're like, really, you just need a mask. You don't need to put a bag over your face.
Your eyes are really pretty, and that is it.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
But anyway, fucking The Warriors came out in 2005. I don't think I got it when it came out, though.
So it's like not that old.
Because I didn't know about the game. Like, it wasn't one that I was like, I really want that game. It was literally, I walked into a store in fucking GameStop, and it was only like $10. And I was like, how bad can it be for $10?
Yeah.
Or that might not even be
Now
the case.
you
My
do that
mom
next
might have
to
got it for me for fucking Christmas. In fact, that's probably what happened. My mom probably got it for me for Christmas. I opened it, and I was like, what the fuck is this fucking game?
And now you're like, thank you, Mom.
Yeah, it's literally one of the best. It's literally my favorite fucking PlayStation 2 game. And then it introduced me to the movie, which is a fucking dope-ass movie.
I want to watch the movie. That sounds good. I'll probably watch the movie. I'll probably never play the game, never get to.
And it was interesting because, like, I found out that it was a movie because I was describing the game to my friend Wes. And Wes was just like, that sounds like the movie The Warriors. Like, you're explaining the movie The Warriors.
You're dumb. This is a movie.
Well, he was like always against video games. Always hated video games. So he was like, it's stupid that they made a fucking game out of that movie.
Against that shit.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, the game's fucking great.
That's how I feel about
now I'm gonna go find the movie.
That's how I feel about books. I'm like, there's a movie, just let me watch it. I don't want to read.
I like both mediums. I like all mediums. I want to do
your
all
own.
of it.
Yeah. But I'm not creative. Like when I do art, like I can kind of change it up like that, but I can't like create something from scratch, like original in my head. I can't.
Like a person. Like you couldn't just paint a person that you don't know.
Correct. But I can like kind of customize some shit, but I can't just be totally original, and it kind of sucks, but I think I do good at whatever I do, so whatever. I do have honorable mentions.
Let's hear the honorable mentions. I don't have any of those.
Oh, I do. So
I could throw in Tony Hawk's Underground 2 as an honorable mention.
Tony Hawk Underground's my first one, and I put in caps next to it, dope soundtrack.
That we don't know any of the fucking people on now, besides Kiss.
Yeah.
That's probably why it's so many unknown people. They probably had to pay out the ass for the Kiss songs.
There's so many songs on that game, though. Like, I looked through the list, and it's, like, a lot. And I only remember a few. Like, I could, like, beat, but I don't remember. Then Tekken 7, because I really played that a lot on 360.
Yeah, Tekken I only know is an arcade game.
Yeah, but I have Tekken 7 now for my Xbox, but I don't really play it because no one's online. Because no one really plays that game anymore.
Right. No
one's online, and the arcade part of it kind of gets boring. So it's like, And Assassin's Creed 3.
I didn't like it.
Love it.
I didn't like any of the Assassin's Creed games until Black Flag. And that was when I started liking them.
Then if you like pirates, then you should get Sea of Thieves.
I think Assassin's Creed already did like a perfect job with pirates, though.
You just don't want to ruin that.
And then, they did. And then when the next game that came out, not Black Flag, and then it's Odyssey.
Oh yeah, Odyssey. I have that.
That game is fucking dope with their fucking. It's not. I mean, they're technically not pirates, but it's the same type of shit. You know, of the sea battles.
I was playing Odyssey not too long ago. I probably will finish it. But 3 is my fave. I beat it. That's why I think it's the only one I've beat. The newer ones take way too long, and I do not have the mentality to finish a fucking game like that. Like, I got Cyberpunk. Probably never gonna finish that. That's just like a good pastime, I guess.
I still want to get Cyberpunk.
I know.
I haven't finished Valhalla yet, though.
I wish what you could do
playing it.
When you're done playing a game, you can give it to a friend as a gift, like virtual. You know what I mean?
You got to do the sharing, the file sharing, like me and Brad do.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But I mean, like, just give it. Like, it's no longer on your Xbox. You just give it to somebody like you would with a disc. Like, I wish you could just do that. But they lose money that way, so whatever. But it'd be nice.
They don't really lose money. They make money by not letting you do that.
Yeah, true.
They'll tell you that they're losing money by doing that, but it's not really the case.
Yeah,
they're just making more. Because back in the day, they wouldn't be able to tell you we're losing money on this if you just did it with a disc.
Exactly. But now they're really going discless. So,
which I'm fine with. It's better for the environment and it's easier. discs can get damaged.
Takes longer to download though. On a disc, if you download, it's way quicker.
Not anymore because they're getting
Really?
so big.
That's
There's
true.
like the discs. I don't know when the last time you bought a disc was, but they don't hold that much data. So you end up it'll download download like 10 gigabytes really fucking fast. It was a 50 gigabyte game. Now you got 40 more gigabytes.
Do the update after that too. Yeah. And then I put on Modern Warfare just to piss you off because I do love that game. It's the only one I'm good-ish at. Like
it's crazy addictive.
It is.
There's something about that game. I don't know what it is. It's like I feel like heroin.
Yeah.
Like I don't enjoy it. It drives me fucking nuts. It makes my blood pressure go up. But
the next day you're gonna get back on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally the other night when we all got off, when everyone got mad, you got mad. You're like, I'm done for the night. Brad messaged me after, and he's just like, the next time we play, we're playing GT or something. I'm done with that game. Literally yesterday, he's like, okay, let's play. I'm like, dude, you can't.
Yeah, he played with us last night too.
Yeah.
But I think we played one match. And then Chad got off, and I was like, yo, you want to... Or no, it was Aaron. Aaron got off, and I was like, yo, you want to play Monster Hunter? And we just went over to Monster Hunter.
I can't see me spending an hour fighting one thing. I'm just not...
It gets fucking... It's nuts.
I'm not doing
It's
that.
fucking nuts.
I have
and
it on
I
my
thought
other
that
Xbox.
I thought that too, but then I got so used to it. And
Yeah,
then once you fucking boost your guy up, you can kill like a monster. It's cool when a monster that took you an hour to kill, after you boost all your guy up and you get like the better armor and better weapons,
yeah.
and then it's a monster that literally took you an hour to kill and you could do it in less than 5 minutes. It's pretty fucking fun.
I'm just not into that. I'm trying to find a game all of us can play, and Sea of Thieves I think would be a fun, cute little game. Have you ever played it or
cute
seen
little
it?
game, huh?
It's not cute. So, anyways, but basically, like, it gives you a map and it just shows you the shape of the area you're supposed to go to. Like, it gives you that. So then you have to look on the whole map, find that shape, and then you have to go to it and fight pirates and like then fight everything on that island, get the treasure, and then just keep doing that. And you have to go through storms, and you have to like maintain your ship, and you have to like it's fun. You have to like scoop out water when you're.
Sounds like a lot like State of Decay.
No, but you're actually a team. Like, State of Decay sucks when you play online with other friends because it's literally just for who you're playing for.
Right.
But no, this is like an actual, like, everyone gets to do everything. It's not like you're helping whoever started the party. It's like everyone is part of it.
Right.
And it's so much fun. And it's pirates. State of Decay does get...
try it.
By myself, State of Decay is fun. I played with Brad on his, and it was so. I'm like, I'm going to bed. Like, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah,
I don't care
lame.
about your community.
Like, why can't I just help you? Like, I have no problem helping build the community, but it doesn't let you.
Yeah, like why can't you do that?
Yeah, why can't I just help my friend build his community? Instead, I just got to go look for stuff while he's building his community.
It's like online for that game was the second thought to them, and they just were like, okay, just throw him in there and let him do a few things, whatever.
But then it still feels like it's supposed to be a mainly online game for some reason.
Yeah.
It's weird.
But for Little Hope and Man of Medan, which I don't know how long have we been talking?
It's an hour. We can go for another couple of minutes.
Okay, so on that, I told Brad though, because he downloaded Man of Medan the other night.
I don't think he's gonna like it.
You can have 4 people play that though.
Yeah, I know.
So I was saying we all could just play that and play through because it's a quick fucking game.
It is. It'll only take a couple hours.
Yeah, and we could just play through that.
Especially if we're all playing through different parts, different times. Should have had him download Little Hope.
It's not on Game Pass anymore.
I bought both of them. He should have both of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he should have both of them.
That kid. Okay. Well, then tell him that, and then we'll play. Because I hate Man of Medan. I told him that. I'm like, that one's boring.
I didn't hate it. I was disappointed. In fact, I was disappointed in both of them when both of them turned out to not be real.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was a little bit disappointed that it was all...
if anybody wanted to play.
It was all... Yeah, well...
No, you're right, though. Same.
Like, it was less disappointing in Little Hope. Like, I think the story was just better in Little Hope, so it felt less disappointing.
So much scarier and so more... Like, it, yeah.
Way more terrifying. I felt like Man of Medan was more suspenseful than scary.
Yeah.
You know? But it just... When in Man of Medan, spoiler alert... In Man of Medan, when you found out that the Manchurian gold was just a chemical that was making everybody... That seemed stupid. Because, like, why was the boat even out there then?
Exactly.
How did they not find the boat? It didn't... But also, in Little Hope, you want to talk about not making sense, none of the fucking... Witchcraft, fucking back in the day, Crucible style shit. None of that even happened.
Yeah.
None of it was anything. Like, at the end of
why?
it, yeah, at the end of it, I was like, well, what the fuck was the point of all this?
What ending did you get? Because there's different endings for,
yeah,
there's multiple.
And I'm playing through a second time now. I found the gun. I didn't find the gun the first time.
Oh, I didn't. I shot that motherfucker by accident.
See, I don't know what.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so it's the same thing that happens in fucking Man of Medan, though, right? I assume that that's what would happen, because you end up stabbing the fucking one girl to death. And I ended up stabbing the one girl to death in Man of Medan.
Which one? The blonde or the
captain of the ship, Fliss, yeah.
Fliss, yeah.
I ended up stabbing her to death because she appeared to me like that two-headed monster.
Oh yeah, I didn't do that.
Yeah, so that's basically the same thing that happens in Little Hope.
Each other's shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the same thing that happens in Little Hope, right? Like he thinks he's a monster coming at him, but he ends up probably the black guy, right? Ends up shooting the black guy.
It's the mean old lady.
Oh, I already killed her.
How did you kill her though without the gun? Because I've only killed her with a gun twice.
I didn't kill her. I got her killed.
Oh.
I
saved
purposefully
her by
let her die.
I did that in Man of Medan with the blonde bitch. Julie?
Yeah, she survived.
I hate her.
I had her survive.
She was such a bitch.
Yeah.
Conrad though, he was dope. He's my fave. Or Brad.
He was the one who did it all though.
What?
He's the one that fucking hired the fisherman to kidnap him.
Really?
Conrad.
Wait,
yeah.
how did you? What?
Yeah. At one point, he's like walking through the ship alone after he gets separated, and he's just going like, "Why are these guys chasing us all over the ship? That wasn't part of the deal. Why? Like these guys aren't supposed to be attacking us like this."
I never got that part.
Yeah, he's the one because and then the creature shows up. That I accidentally got him killed because the creature showed up
by accident right away for some reason because he sees shit first. Like, he's the one that sees, like, the pretty... Well, she's not pretty. She's dead, but...
but then she turns... She starts pretty and then turns ugly.
I always
and then
kill him right away for some reason.
Because I killed him, like, when he got to the top, when he's climbing up the fucking thing, and he got to the top, I pushed the wrong button, and he fell and just died.
I never picked up on that.
But it was directly after he was saying... He basically says that the fishermen were hired by somebody that he knows. Because he was trying... I assume because he was trying to get the gold himself.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I did not pick up on that.
But you don't really get to, especially if you kill him right away, like you don't really get.
Yeah.
You don't really get that part of it because
he's the only one I kill right away, and then the first one he's the only one I did kill. The second time, I killed everyone but Brad.
The nerdy one.
Yeah. And Alex, they both live. So I let the brothers live. You're welcome. You know, didn't split them apart. But yeah, I killed everybody else. But yeah, I always killed Conrad first, like right away. I don't know why. By accident.
Yeah, I accidentally killed Conrad. He was the first one I accidentally killed. And then I accidentally killed Fliss. I had Alex hallucinated Fliss as a monster and stabbed her to death.
Word.
So then my ending with Alex is he survives, but he goes to jail.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
And... The other two, just Julia and Brad, they just get out. They're fine.
So, you know, Julia, in the beginning, when they go down to the whatever that's under the water.
The airplane, like the B-52 or whatever.
Yeah, and then they come up and you have them, like, release their shit. I didn't have her. So then at the end, you
had her just go up to the top.
Yeah, she dies from that. Like late at the very end, she gets sick and just dies. And I'm like, that's right, bitch, you thought. But that's why I love those games because there's literally multiple. Like it's really your choice that makes the outcome.
Is there? So you've played through Little Hope? Is there any way to play through that game where everybody's real?
I don't know. It's always been the first time was. The guy gets arrested on the first one.
The first time you played through?
And then the second time...
What does he get arrested for?
I just know he goes in the back of the police car. I think he killed that black guy.
Okay, yeah, that didn't happen in mine.
Yeah, I think he kills the black guy in the first one. It was when it first came out when I played it, so I don't remember. But the second time I played it, the black guy goes up to him and it's like, don't come back to this town anymore. It's not good for you because that black guy is that girl's boyfriend in the beginning.
Yeah.
So I was like, what? But yeah, the first one didn't give me any information like that. The guy gets arrested and they're like, "You're fucked up, dude. Like, go get help."
Right.
Yeah.
See, and when mine ended, it wasn't the black guy didn't tell him not to come back.
Oh, really?
It showed everything like that he was who he was and everything that happened. And that the other people weren't real; they were just in his head. But the black guy literally, I can't remember what he said, but it was kind of like a comforting thing of like,
oh no, this guy was like, don't come back, like you need help. But also that game got bad reviews for the endings because that game was really like shit on because of that. So it almost made me not want to get up. I'm like, I loved Man of Medan and I love Little Hope more. So
I mean, if I'm critical of some of the story, but it's still cool to be able to make your own story in the end anyway.
And the next one, they like kind of give you a little tidbit. It's rock climbing.
Yeah, in the Sahara Desert.
Yep.
You know what? Okay, so that was something else I'll just bring up. So each one has had an actor.
Yes.
An important actor. You know who's going to be in the third one?
What? Who?
Ashley Tisdale.
What?
They're all like B-list actors. So the first one,
hilarious.
The first one, Conrad, was Shawn Ashmore. The second one, is Andrew, was Will Poulter.
Okay.
And now in the third one, the B-list actress is going to be Ashley Tisdale.
That's hilarious. That's cool. I didn't know that. I just, my favorite character on all those games, the intro guy. The guy that
he's like a famous B-list actor too. I can't remember what his name is.
The intro music,
awesome.
I love it, and it doesn't let you skip it either. I'm like, we don't need to.
Yeah, I don't.
It's like I want to hear it.
I'll watch it. And that guy is cool. Like I like coming back to him and like all the things that he says.
He'd
and
be like,
shit.
do you want help or not? And you'd be like, I always say no, but
I said yes the first time, no the second time.
He doesn't really help. Like he'll just kind of be like, remember, she is just a kid for Mary. And I'm like, this fucking kid can die, dude. Like I don't give a fuck. Did you ever kill her?
No, I haven't killed her yet. I only played through the one time so far, and I'm playing through the second time now.
I think the second time
I'm going on my way to kill everybody.
Yeah, but that was
my
Mary.
decision to just kill everybody in the second.
So
the second
if
playthrough.
you lose, and it was your decision. That's fine.
But the thing is, well, I'm gonna leave the main kid alive.
Cool.
I wanted to kill everybody the first playthrough, but I accidentally left the girl alive. It was 100% an accident. I thought I would have another opportunity to kill her at the end.
The one with the short hair.
Yeah,
she's a bitch.
Yeah,
they're all bitches. But Mary,
well, you can make her nice. I made her pretty friendly in one of them. My first one. The second one, I'm making everybody hate each other in the second one.
Do it, yeah.
I was just like, every fucking comment towards each other is awful. Yeah. It's like as bad as I can fucking get.
Like they're being really genuine to you, and you're like, fuck off. Yeah. Like I don't fucking care.
No, I'm gonna do what I want.
Fuck you.
But that's why I do really love those games.
They're
for
awesome.
that reason.
I can't wait for the rock climbing one.
It's supposed to be like in the Sahara Desert or something like that, or like some like ancient tomb. I just hope that it's real. Like I don't want it to be another thing where somebody's hallucinating or fucking.
Probably will be.
Yeah, but I'm hoping that too. I hope that they do a slasher one,
like Friday the 13th type shit.
Yeah, but not like the game Friday the 13th. Right. But if it was just like just the slasher trope where a guy's just killing. Like, you have to try and get away from somebody who's just trying to kill everybody. Because that's not really what either of those games are.
I was into that shit so I could make a game like that.
I know, right?
Yeah, because that was such a good idea. That's a really good idea.
Because, you could just do it in the same series. And it would just... I think that it would work really well because you could make the decisions on which way to go to get away.
Like in the woods and shit. Yeah, that would be so cool. Should I go swimming in this lake and die or like...
Yeah. It could literally just be like at a fucking rundown camp or something, and like a group of teenagers, 5 teenagers, just trying to run from a fucking guy with a knife,
Dude, that would be because that's real, but it's like, yeah.
But I hope that they do like a supernatural one where it actually ends up being supernatural and not just a chemical, not just some kind of hallucination like the last two were.
Yeah, that guy was just literally insane, but he watched his whole family fucking die. So I mean. Yo, this is such, like, giving so much information about the game, so hopefully not super...
Hey, spoiler alert after we're done talking about them.
Yep. Now you know. But literally, what we go through could be something different you do, because the button mashers, every time in Man of Medan when it has you breathe, like, A, and then
it goes, A.
Yep, and then Y. And then like, fuck. And I always die. Like, I'm breathing myself heavy. I'm like...
I always fuck the first one up. Every time I fuck it up. And I'm like, God, that's why I didn't find the gun in Little Hope the first time. Because I got scared of the fucking cat. Because I pushed A right away. The very first time I pushed it was... I fucked it up. And he just runs away.
Did you notice, though, on Man of Medan, it didn't give you, like, a forewarning that it's going to make you... press a button, but on Little Hope it does. Like,
yeah.
that fucked me up going from Little Hope back to Man of Medan, because I'm like, oh fuck. Because Little Hope gives you like the, okay, you're gonna have to press a button.
Yeah. And it gives you longer too. Like in
Yeah.
Man of Medan, it was quick. Like you had like a less than a second to hit the button.
That's how I killed my boy Conrad.
Yeah, that's how I killed Conrad too.
That's probably how I killed everybody. But still, Little Hope gives you the warning, so I need that. I'm excited for the third one, but the Slash one for sure. Like,
That's what they should do.
Yeah.
They're supposed to do 6 of them all together.
oh really?
They were supposed to, but then he said something in Little Hope where he was like, at least one more time, which makes me wonder if maybe they aren't planning on doing 6 anymore. Maybe they aren't doing well enough to actually make 6 of them.
I don't think they did good on. Maybe this next one will be really cool though.
I hope they did. I mean, I would like them to do well because I'd like them to make 6 of them. I
Yeah.
think they're fun games.
Because I'll replay them. I've replayed the other 2 a bunch, even though they're boring. So, like, Man of Medan's boring after the first few times.
Right.
Little Hope's good.
Little Hope was fun.
I want to play that with you, Brad, and even Chad. Chad can be one. I don't know if Chad would like that game.
I don't think Brad would like it either. I think Brad...
He seems interested in it.
Yeah, but I think once he starts playing it, I don't think he's going to enjoy it.
True, because it's not like... It's just a movie that you kind of like...
You get to make decisions.
Yeah.
In. Did you ever hear, like... All right, we should probably get out of here soon, but have you ever heard of Bandersnatch? Which is interesting because it also has Will Poulter in it.
No.
It's a Netflix movie where it's a choose-your-own-adventure movie.
I have. And also Black Mirror did something like that, too.
That's what it is. Black Mirror's Bandersnatch.
Yes, I did. I did hear about that.
And that's got the Will Poulter in it. He's the fucking kid with the white hair.
Okay.
And
is it good?
That's the same kid that fucking from Little Hope who...
The main character, dude.
Yeah.
Word.
I don't remember. Like, I really didn't play. I didn't play/watch it enough. It was literally in passing while somebody else was watching it.
Oh.
And I kind of just sat in and watched, but I'd never actually gone through the process of watching it.
There was a Goosebumps book like that where it said
many.
Oh really?
Yeah, I
only read one.
Or I used to read the fuck out of them.
I only read one. I just remember it was awesome. Like it's like if you choose this, go to this page, and I'm like, fuck yeah! Like
and you're just like jumping from page back and forth from page
I loved
to page.
It.
Every once in a while, you'll turn to a page where it's like, well, you fucked up.
Yeah, you're like, oh.
Either the story's over, or you go back to this last page and choose the other option.
Yeah. That was probably like when I knew I loved that shit because that was fun.
It was. I used to play. Or I say play them. I used to read those books a lot.
It's kind of a game, though.
Yeah. All right. I think that was a good episode.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. Have a good day.
Peace.